Hi there, welcome to the latest episode of my 10-minute moan. And the topic of this 10-minute moan is the fact that in Brighton, when we do our citizenship ceremony, we introduce the ceremony in Arabic. Now this might seem like a small petty thing, but I don't think it is small, I don't think it is petty. The reason being, your citizenship ceremony is when you are being accepted in the United Kingdom as a citizen. And you are obliged to take an oath. And where are we? Tells you in here. You'll have to make an oath. This is according to the government's official website. You will have to make an oath of allegiance or an affirmation, if you prefer not to swear, by God, and a pledge. This means you promise to pay respects to the rights, freedoms, and laws of the United Kingdom. At the end of the ceremony, you will be presented with your certificate of British citizenship in a welcome pack, blah, blah, blah. Okay? So what's happened? I noticed this on Twitter it's about 10 minutes ago. There's a guy called Mahdi Zidane. Now, he shows on Twitter as being located in Greater Palestine. I don't think he is. I think he's quite evidently in the Brighton and Hove area. And this is just one of these sort of lefty things that some people do, you know, solidarity and all. But having a wee sort of sniff about young Mahdi, I think he is Lebanese, of Lebanese origin. And he works in some of these sort of NGO type things that, you know, aren't really any real jobs. I got that off his LinkedIn profile. He's a researcher for the Institute of Development Studies, where the impact policy cluster of the Institute of Development Studies primarily writes summary evidence reviews, knowledge and development and diplomacy programme. Before that, he was an analyst for Aperio, developing open source intelligence covering investigations into track record, reputation, associations and the likely integrity of subjects in the Middle East and beyond. And before that, in 2018, he was based in Beirut, working as an analyst, don't know who for, responsible for research and the development of the Syrian civil war in 6 different areas of operation. Fantastic, Mahdi. And he seems to partner this resource thing that he's got in his bio on Twitter called Accountability Archive. And the Accountability Archive is a crowdsourced record of journalists, politicians and public figures making pro-genocidal statements or defaming activists in the Middle East and North Africa. And they seem determined to prove that Israel are bad and everybody else in the area is good. You know, one of those sorts of groups. But the strange thing about this group, on their Twitter account, it was created in October 23. Now, if you've any memory of Middle East and you think back, what happened in October the 23, that was when Hamas invaded Israel, killed loads of people and took loads of hostages who are still not home. And why you would automatically, at that precise moment in time, have to start an organisation trying to prove that there was genocide by Israel seems a bit odd when the war hadn't really started and there was no claims of genocide for several months. However, they started in October 23. So this gives you a wee taste of this gentleman who has just achieved British citizenship, Mahdi Zidane. Okay, so the bit to the point now. So Mahdi went along, it looks as if it was yesterday, well it was yesterday, going by his post. So 5 hours ago he posted on Twitter, "Yesterday I became British. I thought the ceremony would be nationalistic and a bit cringe, until the Lord Mayor of Brighton started his speech with Al-Salamu Alaikum," which is terrible pronunciation, but is basically Arabic for peace be upon you. Now, starting a ceremony and starting your speech in a ceremony as the Lord Mayor of Brighton with such a nice thing as peace be upon you may not be the worst thing to do. But to do it in Arabic, when the whole point is you're there to celebrate people becoming British citizens in their citizen ceremony, I think's mental. Now, before you start the nonsense and you go, but it's a nice way to welcome foreign people into the ceremony, that could be an argument. It could be an argument if the only people we gave British citizenship to were indeed Arabic speakers. But it's not. There could be other people there from places like Poland, etc. Did the Lord Mayor of Brighton start his introduction by welcoming them with the words "Peace be upon you" in their native tongue? No, he didn't. Now, the Lord Mayor of Brighton is a man called Mohammed Asaduzzaman. Mohammed Asaduzzaman, who was born in Bangladesh. So, that's a bit odd as well. I didn't realise we had foreigners able to take up such positions in our country, and we must be one of a very few countries in the world where we welcome anybody from any other country and allow them to take such high profile public office. That is for a debate for another day. But I find it most bizarre that with a Bangladeshi mayor welcoming people to become British citizens, and we first start our speech in Arabic. I fail to figure out how that ties in with what's on the UK government's website telling us what should happen at this ceremony, where you are pledging to promise to respect the rights, freedoms and laws of the United Kingdom. My dear friends and avid watchers of my video, I feel the United Kingdom is actually becoming a parody of a country. And these things that some people might say, well, they're small and why are you getting upset? I'm not upset. I've accepted the realism of our country being a parody of a country for some time now. But this gives you an indication as to how we got there. Because this sort of stuff is allowed in the first place. Enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you've not already done so, please hit the subscribe and notification bell. Let me know your opinions, please, in the comments below. But most importantly, unless you're the type of person that thinks giving out UK citizenship ceremonies and the ceremonies should be started in Arabic, or you're the type of brand new citizen who actually takes social media to mock such a thing and think, you know, this is hip and groovy, not you. But
everyone else, have a great day. Cheerio, bye now.